If you watch this video from start to finish, I promise you, you will never have to rip your competition's ads ever again, and you will make a lot more money with dropshipping. Yo, what's going on, guys? Anthony here. Welcome back to another video. And in this video, we're going to walk through exactly how I generate high converting original video ad scripts that absolutely delete, decimate, destroy, team wipe the competition. If you watch this video from start to finish, you will learn exactly how to be the one that everyone else copies from and make way more money in dropshipping and give you that competitive edge to actually be successful and scale your store up to $1,000 a day. So let me demonstrate with a clear meme. I love memes because they're very obvious and people understand them really well. But essentially what happens with 99% of dropshippers is they find a winning product. The product itself is proven, it sells, it's flying off the shelves, it's doing $1 million months from some 9-figure dropshipper or on Amazon as well. And what happens is people find that product and then they go and they download their competitors' ads from PP Ads or Ad Library, and then they throw them up into the ads manager and they expect to get results. Now, this can happen. You actually can get results doing this, but the problem is you're never going to actually make serious money, and let alone serious money over a longer time horizon of say 3 to 6 months. And so what happens is we have all these spy tools. Everyone's using the same exact spy tools, PP Ads, Myneo, whatever. They're finding the exact same products and then they're finding the exact same ads and they're running the exact same creatives. And this is you right now. If you're watching this video and you're ripping your competition's ads, you are literally the Spider-Man meme. And if everyone's copying themselves or everyone's copying each other, then no one's actually going to generate meaningful results, right? Because everyone's just copying each other and the market is going to adapt, okay? And this is an actual psychological phenomenon, okay? So this is what's called sensory adaptation. It's the process by which our senses or our, kind of how we interpret things, it adjusts to stimuli and it becomes less sensitive after repeated exposure. Jeez, I can't talk this morning for some reason. But essentially, the more you get exposed to the same stimulus, the less sensitive you become or the less likely you are to respond. So if you have one dropshipper who is creating ads for, say, a beauty product, and then that's hitting the same audience, or that's hitting one pocket of Facebook users, well, guess what? Then you add on 10 more advertisers running the exact same product, using the exact same shrine theme, using the exact same creatives. And if you are running the same product as your competition and using the same ads, your targeting is going after the exact same people as your competition. So you're all fighting for the same audience, but you're all using the same fucking creatives. So sensory adaptation kicks in. Your audience thinks, oh, I've seen this before, and they swipe away. That's why novelty is so rewarded on these platforms like TikTok and Facebook, because content dies, man. People get bored very, very easily. They need that new stimulus because of sensory adaptation. So this is a psychological phenomenon. This is not, something that I'm pulling out of my ass. This is like legitimately the more you expose people to the same stimulus, which if you're using the exact same creatives, I'm sorry to break it to you, this is what is happening to your ads and why you're failing to generate meaningful results. So you guys absolutely loved my last video where I showed you how I edit high converting video ads, and pretty much I got like 100+ comments or something like that of people asking for the prompt. So I want to break you out of this. Now, by making this video, I'm probably increasing my competition, but who cares? I'm just gonna give it away for free. So here is the prompt. It's going to be linked in the description. I linked it in my last video, but grab this down below and I'm going to walk through exactly how to use this from start to finish and then generate the actual script itself. So, and then I'll try and edit it all together. And as you can see in the left corner of my screen, or the left side, I have a timer. It's been 4 minutes since I started recording. I'm going to show you in real time how easy it is to translate all of this into an editor and have a fully realized video ad that is completely original with a proven framework that will absolutely delete your competition. So this is the prompt. It's generated, or it's broken up into a few different phases. Number one is pasting the reviews. Number two is generating the benefits, or basically prompting ChatGPT to understand everything it needs to know about the product before it starts creating scripts. Then we have hooks, visual hooks, concepts and angles, creating the scripts with proven frameworks that you guys can use and plug into ChatGPT. And then lastly, we have fine tuning, which is basically a way for us to take whatever script that we have and fine tune it to our liking. Maybe we want to focus on a specific benefit, or maybe it's a little bit too wordy. But these first sections here are to get you 80% of the way there. And then this final section is to get you that last 20% of optimizing the script. To be honest, you don't even need to fine tune it yourself, or with ChatGPT, you can do that yourself. So the first step is pasting in the reviews. And we basically just tell it, I'm going to paste a bunch of reviews for a product called whatever the product is. So I've gone ahead and done that. And this is for a dog seat cover. And as you can see, I tell it I'm going to paste a bunch of reviews, and that's exactly what I did. I just pasted in a crap ton of reviews. And the way to grab the reviews, go to Amazon for your product or a similar product and literally just go page by page and copy paste the entire thing. As you can see, I copy pasted like literally everything, the name, the star ratings, everything. Who cares? Just paste that in. ChatGPT will know the difference. As many as you can before you hit the text limit. The best way to do this is to actually scrape all the reviews, download them into a PDF file, and then you can do upwards of 1,000 plus. And that's what I teach all my students inside of God2Ecom to do, which is downloading all the reviews. So that way the insights that you pull from this are, you have so much evidence and data to back them up. You can have so much confidence when you go to create the creative. But even if you go 5 pages in the Amazon reviews, copy paste, copy paste, copy paste, and you have about 50 reviews, that is good enough. And that is enough for ChatGPT to get this. So as you can see, by the time you paste in all the reviews, I ask the prompt is structured to basically confirm everything about the product. And as you can see, it literally knows everything that the product does, including the benefits. And then next in the prompt, so once we've pasted in the reviews, we're going to generate the benefits and basically summarize the key points of the product into 8 categories. And those 8 categories are listed right here. And as you can see, after we plug that into ChatGPT, it's going to give us, first of all, an example response. Okay. Then secondly, it's going to proceed with the full task and generate everything. So basically it confirms, it knows what you're asking for, and then it's going to actually do it. So as you can see, I'm getting the value propositions of the product. I'm getting the mass desires of the product. I'm getting the benefits of the product. I'm getting the features of the product. Literally everything that you would need to make a creative that persuades someone to buy, you're going to get in this prompt. And you also get corresponding reviews to go with each of these line items. So if I know one of the main purchase prompts, or one of the most important ones, is buying a new car and wanting to protect the seats. So people who are buying this dog seat cover probably got a nice BMW, nice 3 Series, and they're just like, fuck no, I'm not putting this disgusting, not disgusting dog, but dogs can get messy. You know what I mean? This dog's going to tear up my new car, red interior. Hell fucking no. I'm buying a hard bottom dog seat cover. Okay. And it gives you a review so you can so you can see the actual language, because the way people in a particular market describe their problems is totally different to how you as a marketer might describe them. Just think about if you were trying to sell like hair extensions or lash extensions or any like makeup or skincare product. The women in skincare describe their problems in skincare, describe the solutions so much different than fucking marketers, especially guy marketers who are trying to sell the product. Think about them, right? So the reviews are designed to give you the customer's actual language, because these are pulled from the reviews, as to how they describe it. So if you're making an ad, you don't want to say, did you buy a new car and want to protect the seats? You want to flip it and do a UGC where it says, I was terrified to bring my dog into my new car until I got this. And it's totally different, and it's using real customer language. So you have access to all of that. And the purpose of this is essentially to generate everything that you need to know, and also prompt ChatGPT to understand the product. Now, I have had some deviations here because I like, as I was using this chat, I asked it for marketing angles right off the bat, but I'm going to go ahead and run through this exactly as I would, as if I was just, doing this prompt from start to finish. So let's paste this in. And now the next section is to generate some hooks. So starting with the hook is arguably the most important part of the creative, because if no one stops to watch your creative, then you can't really sell them. It doesn't matter how good your creative is if no one wants to fucking watch it. So we generate 10 attention grabbing hooks tailored for Facebook ads, as you can see. And all of these are covering either purchase prompts or problems. As you can see, I was terrified to take my dog in my new car until this. Fucking love that hook. We're going to use that hook as we start to create a creative. Now, at any given point in time, these are just 10 hooks. If you don't like any of these, like, change them. So for example, one of my biggest pet peeves with ChatGPT is it loves to use the fucking M dash right here. It loves, I don't know why it loves doing that. So sometimes I'll say, generate me 10 more. This time, if I could spell, this time, don't use the dash format. God damn. All right. So now it's going to generate me 10 more hooks, this time not using any dash format, hopefully. Look at that. Okay, so now we have like complete sentence-based hooks instead of this, I really dislike that. I mean, you can't really put that on a Facebook ad. So these are 10 hooks you can use in the ad copy. These are 10 hooks you can use as the scroll stopper on your video ad, like the very first piece of text that shows up on the creative. You could say, again, I really love this hook. I was terrified to take my dog in my new car until this. Absolutely perfect. We're going to make a creative exactly based on that. Now, you can develop this even further, and that's in the prompt as well to give you some examples. So you can use or create hooks. If you know there's an angle that you want to really leverage in your creative, then you can do that right off the bat. So let's say, me coming into this product, I really want to focus on either the main benefits, the main mass desires, the main value proposition. Looks like for this one, it's preventing dogs from slipping or falling. And then in second place is fully protecting the car interior from scratches. Now I'm going to say, basically, I'm going to take this and say, here, so let's copy that. Give me 10 more hooks, but this time focusing on highlighting the problem and then, and we can just grab this. Okay. And I'm not going to do the for example. I'm just going to take that out. But if you have an example, you can do that. So now I'm basically asking it to give me 10 more hooks, but this time focusing on highlighting the problem of cars getting scratched. And I'll even say, and the value proposition. And I'll literally just go up into my chat, and it's so easy. Let's go up to our value proposition. Where is it? All right there. Let's grab that. Okay. Paste that in just like that. Press enter. Check this out. How much is your car's interior worth to you? That is such a good hook, man. If you have anyone with like a financed car, leased car, Tesla, whatever, they're going to see that. And I know people personally that would resonate so much with that. Your seats weren't made for dog claws and muddy paws. For everywhere, scratches on the door sound familiar. Dude, these hooks are absolutely insane. So now that we have our, hopefully you guys can see the power of this prompt, right? Amazing textual hooks that are purely based on the evidence as well. Now we're going to get into coming up with some visual hooks. So visual hooks are basically, you have your text-based hooks and then you have the visual hook. What are the first 3 to 5 seconds of your video creative going to look like? So let's go ahead and do this now. I just paste that in just like that. Okay, let's see what it comes up with. Look at that, a close-up of dogs' claws scratching the surface of a leather seat, muddy paws on white seats, side-by-side comparison, dog hair explosion. Some of these ideas are absolutely crazy. So that's another thing with ChatGPT. Sometimes it doesn't understand the scope of, you might not have content to work with, or, you only have an iPhone, or, you're using TikTok organic content. So some of these visual hooks are going to be, a little bit far out there, but same thing. If you want to generate some visual hooks, or like, okay, I'm highlighting this problem, you can literally just ask it to do that again and give you 10 more visual hooks. And then this is so it matches the hooks we generated earlier. Okay. So let's say, okay, it's giving me 10 visual hooks. And now this time I want the visual hooks to align with the textual hooks that I just generated. And we're all focusing on basically highlighting the problem of the car getting scratched, dirty, or damaged. Okay. So now we have all these different hooks. Some of these, again, the scope, it doesn't really understand that you might not have content or that you only have an iPhone, but some of these are pretty good. This you could easily find online. A quick zoom in of a car seat torn and scratched by dogs' claws, followed by a cut to the same car seat protected by the cover. Which would you rather deal with? So it's giving you a bunch of ideas, but this should start to kind of get into your mind of, okay, what are the things visually we can do in the hook to really stop people scroll? Okay. Then we're going to get into coming up with concepts and angles. Okay. So now that we have our hooks in mind, we're going to start to come up with actual angles we could use to sell the product. So I'm going to say, come up with 10 unique ad concepts or angles that can be used. And then for the angle, I'm just going to give it a focus now, because if you don't give it a focus, it's going to just generate for everything. So I'm going to say for the angle, we really want to focus on. Okay. And we're going to scroll back up to the top and we're going to grab everything that we want to focus on. So I know that I really want to focus. I want to create an angle about people who have cars and want to protect them. So I'm going to grab every pain point, every purchase prompt, and everything that I want basically the creative to focus on. I'm just going to paste that in. So as you can see, I'm grabbing benefits. I'm going to grab some mass desires here. I'm going to grab some value propositions right there. Okay. And go like that. And then now let's come up with some angles that we could use to sell the product and some ad concepts. Okay. As you can see, some of these concepts are a little bit, again, they are far out there. So you might not be able to create most of these. And in fact, I'm already seeing kind of the scope of this is like, These are like full on like concepts that we cannot create. So let's narrow this down. Okay. Now let's just narrow it down to angles. Okay. Coming up with angles. Looks like it's still going for like concepts. So let's just take out the word concept. Come up with 10 unique angles that can be used. Market this product. Let's go like that. Let's see what it comes up with here. 15 minutes on the clock. Let's see. Okay, this is pretty good. Pretty good. Pet lover, car protector. Okay, so these are actual like more angles and concepts and creatives, which can be helpful. But let's go ahead and pause this and move on to, especially because most dropshippers I know are not going to have the content to create some of these. So let's start creating some scripts. So this is the exciting part. Again, in this prompt, we have all the frameworks that you're going to need to create everything that you see here. So let's create a script now. In fact, let's see how many scripts we can come up with in one prompt. And then we're also going to grab this as well. And let's see what it comes up with. Okay. And then we're just going to say primary framework. All right. So now we have all those frameworks loaded in. We have everything that we want to focus on. Let's see what we have for everything. There we go. Look at that. Look at the script coming to life in a matter of 16 minutes from start to finish with me narrating everything. This is just awesome, man. All right. So can you do the other frameworks? Okay. So let's give it some other frameworks as well. As you can see, we have a bunch of frameworks here. Let's go like that. Actually, let's just do one so it can kind of focus. Let's go like that. Okay. That is awesome. I just got a new car, but my dog's claws. Okay. So it's not using the hook. So let's grab the hook from up above really quick. That is awesome. I still love this hook. Okay. Rewrite using this hook. Okay. I was terrified to take my dog my new car till this. This is awesome. Look at that. I was terrified to take my dog in my new car until this. I just bought a new car and I couldn't even bear the thought of fur scratches and muddy paws ruining it. I tried towels and cheap covers, but they'd slip, tear, never stay in place. Then I found insert your product and it saved my car. It's more than a cover with a hard bottom for stability, waterproof material, and door protectors. It keeps your car spotless no matter what. Now my car stays clean, my dog stays safe, and I don't have to stress every time we take a trip. Thousands of dog owners are saying the same thing. Tab below to order. I mean, boom, look at that. 18 minutes. Original script using a proven framework, problem agitate solution that is guaranteed to move your customer along down the awareness from problem aware all the way to most aware and ready to purchase. Remember, your video ads have to sell people on the creative. So it's important that you actually use frameworks. And there are so many proven frameworks that so many marketers who have come before us have used to create these ads. But look at that, the entire script. And I even have the visuals. So when you go to create this ad, watch my last video, you're gonna have this, okay? You're gonna have this on screen on the left, or if you have a second monitor, throw it up there. You have your iPad, open that up. You have this open, and then you have your video editor, CapCut, whatever. And then all you do is translate this script, you turn this script into a voiceover. You can use 11 Labs. You can literally narrate it yourself. There's no excuses not to have this narrated. And then you're going to put that script into the video editor. And then you're going to basically put the entire audio there. And then you're going to add on these visuals according to whatever the script says. So it's telling you what visuals you need to provide. So for the very first hook, it says, you know, I was terrified to take my dog in my new car until this. And you could have literally a person nervously looking at their dog while standing next to a new car, or you could have, there's so many other visual hooks that you can add to this. You can mix and match, but the whole point of this prompt is to get you this section as quickly as possible. And I'll show you a really quick example of what it should look like when you're completely finished. Okay. So this is exactly how I did my last video. All right. Oh, media lost. Jeez Louise. That is not good. This is not looking good. Wait, let me go back to homepage. Boom, there it is. Damn, the whole shit is lost. All right, well, unfortunately, I can't show you guys the actual creative itself because apparently all my media files are lost. But this was the voiceover down here. Sorry. This was the actual voiceover down here. And then all I did was put the script and then edit all these clips together. I'm sorry that this is not working, but if you want to see the actual creative that I made with this, go check out my last video, the one I uploaded yesterday, so you can actually see that. But that is it, guys. That is how you use the prompt. If you want access to this, it is going to be linked in the description below. Hopefully, I've convinced you by the end of this video to actually stop ripping your competition's ads when you can clearly see it doesn't take a lot of effort. It took me 20 minutes narrating. If I wasn't narrating, I could have come up with like 3 different scripts, 3 different hook variations for each, a total of 9 scripts that I could easily throw into CapCut and edit within the span of 30 minutes. And then absolutely my favorite part of this is fucking deleting the competition. This is your competition, boys, guys, and the probably 3% of women that watch this channel. This is your competition. This is what they're doing. This is what they're doing. Let them do this. Let the competition do this. Let all the mainstream dropshipping YouTubers sell their audience on this. Okay, let them do this. Let them copy each other and not know why things are working. Meanwhile, you're going to come into the market. You're going to introduce a completely brand new winning ad creative with a proven framework that is edited very simply in CapCut with a professional voiceover that actually sells them and calls out problems and benefits that, you know, based on evidence and reviews, people actually give a shit about. So you're not just creating creative like randomly. You have a proven framework, which is a structure that ensures that your ad does its primary job, which is to sell someone on the product. Okay, that's number one. Number two, that framework is fueled by actual evidence-based insights. So not only are you saying the things in the right way and in the right order, but the content of what you're saying is actually going to resonate with your audience. And there are going to be things that people actually care about and want to get out of the product and are reasons why they will trade their hard-earned money and dollars in exchange for this product. It's because they want to protect their vehicle's interior. It's because they want to prevent their dog from slipping and falling. And these are all things that, instead of assuming about the product, you now know are factually true based on the evidence, thanks to ChatGPT. So that is my case. Hope you guys got a ton of value out of this. As always, if you want access to this prompt, comment prompt below and I'll link you to this prompt directly. Otherwise, check the description for this and it'll be linked there, and literally just use this and copy paste it into ChatGPT and you will be good to go. The only caveat to this is this does use a lot of bandwidth. So if you're on ChatGPT 3.5, you'll probably only make it about halfway through the prompt before you run out of credits or whatever. So this will require you to have ChatGPT 4 if you're interested in actually doing it within the span of 20 minutes like I did, or if you're using Claude, whatever the professional plan is, because on 3.5, this thing absolutely eats the bandwidth and you will need whatever the payment plan is to get to that ChatGPT 4 so it can actually do it in 20 minutes. So that's going to do it for this video, guys. Hope you guys got a ton of value out of this. If you did enjoy and you want to get access to my complete Shopify dropshipping masterclass that teaches you how I built my first 7-figure dropshipping business and turned it into a full-on brand, check out the first link in the description to join God to Your Ecom. It's my private course in community. We're making a push to win the school games right now. So right now is the lowest price that the community will ever be. Inside of the community is the classroom section where I will literally teach you how to do everything that you just learned in this video and more, all the way from picking the products, building the store, making the creatives, and then driving traffic. On top of that, we have 3 weekly Q&As. And if you join today, you get access to a free one-on-one coaching call with myself. And there's over $1,000 worth of free shared tools like spy tool accounts, Lumen theme, everyone gets access to the unlimited license, and a whole slew of other bonuses. So if you want access to the course, the community, the weekly Q&As, the one-on-one coaching call, and over $1,000 worth of bonuses, then check out the first thing in the description. Again, the price is the lowest it will ever be because we're trying to make a push to win the school games and become the #1 e-commerce community on the freaking planet. The price is the lowest it will ever be. And on top of that, there is a 7-day money back guarantee. So you can try for 7 days. And if you hate it, you can get your money back. Absolutely zero risk. So that's going to do it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.